Coming to you on a beautiful Indian summer day here in the Northeast. I'm going to share with you a video from a previous conversation I had with our good friend, Apollo Pescu. It's really about why we think here at Pareto Capital, folks should have a financial advisor. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. So Apollo, we've been doing this a good long time, and it seems to be, I'm always asking you the question. So for once, why don't you ask me a question?
Actually, it's an interesting one because I've known you for a long time, and you work with so many individuals and families and institutions, and I'd be curious. What do you think makes people want to use a financial advisor? What are some of the benefits? What are some of the reasons that these families and individuals choose to work with an advisory firm like yours?
Well, listen, that's a great question. It's something I enjoy talking about because, not every financial advisor, every financial advisory team or company are the same. And really the connected dot I had, Apollo, was my background, as you probably know, and we talked about, was aviation. And I flew planes, military and commercial. But the big thing that happened to me one day was I was sitting in the cockpit, taking off from New York to Los Angeles, and I saw a flight plan. And I looked at it and I said, this kind of mimics a life. We had a certain amount of fuel that we took off with, it went down, and in life, people have money. And we had a starting point, wherever you picked your plan up, and a destination, usually the end of your life, or points along the way, like college, planning or buying a home. So planning was key to my life always. It's in my DNA. And it married perfectly to a profession that said, let me first find out about you, the individual, find out what your needs, your hopes, your desires, your dreams are. And then we could tailor a plan around you versus me trying to be the hot stock picker of the day. Because I got to tell you, if we're doing this as long as I have, Apollo, they're not out there. They make it on TV with their one-hit wonders, but the people I find are the most successful, the families that are most successful, are ones that have a plan. So my background says, if you have a plan, you at least know where you are and where you're going. And there's events happening along the way. Life changes. There are happy moments like marriages, and then there are sad moments like divorces. Life is unpredictable, but you will best attain your long-term goals by having a plan, having it monitored consistently. Because another thing I will find is some clients walk in and I'll say, I have a plan, or new clients, prospective clients, and I'll say, show it to me. And they'll say, well, what do you mean? I get my monthly statement. That's not a plan. So a plan factors in your life, what you're trying to accomplish, and then models a portfolio around that versus the other way around of just kind of throwing darts at a stock and hoping to get you to your goal, but not even know what your goals are. And it really is a final piece that we have as a mantra here at Pareto Capital is tune out the noise. And that's like an altruistic thing. I really get depressed when I hear clients just get nervous, upset by media noise. It's nonsense. When you take it to its most basic level, it is marketing. It is derived by making that person on TV get some sort of income stream from his profession. They got to say something. They can't sit there and say, have a plan, build a portfolio, monitor the portfolio, invest globally, and use really smart investment professionals like you guys at Dimensional. So that is where I believe our value kicks in a little differently. We're not trying to pick the hot stock of the day. Even though we do quite well with our investments, we don't hang our hat on that. We hang our hat on the fact that by having a financial plan, monitoring it, and getting to know our clients intimately and what their hopes, dreams, and desire on, it's a much better outcome than what's going on TV at 6 o'clock and the news of the day that changes within 10 minutes.
So what I'm hearing you, Greg, saying it doesn't really, it's not just about having the Gulfstream or the F-22, whatever the shiny plane. What's really more important is knowing where you're going. Because if you don't know where you're going, it doesn't matter how nice the plane is, you're going to end up crashing somewhere. So you need to set your destination and have a pilot that along the way actually helps you get there. And if you get off course at some point, it's fine. But as you reach the destination, that's when you need precision. I love that analogy. I think it's phenomenal. So, thank you so much for your answer. It's been actually great. I loved it.
Well, thank you. And look, we'll be doing this again. We look forward to talking to you in the future. And thank you for your time today.
It's always a pleasure. Thanks so much for inviting us. And thanks to everybody for watching. It's always great fun talking to you, Greg.